Hi guys, couple of you here. Just had trouble getting in for a minute there. Hopefully more folks, someone else just joined us. Let's see who's here. Um, oh, every day, every week it's a challenge with Zoom. And Julian, Thea. So welcome. Hopefully, yeah, another person just joined us. Hopefully more people will join us as we move on. I just want to make sure you can see me well. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to get going and hopefully more people will join us as we move on. So anyway, let's stand up nice and tall. Tilt your head down. Just doing it sideways so you could see. And then just shift your chin up. We're just changing a little bit how we do our neck warm up. You're just tilting your chin slowly from side to side. Nice and gentle. And then look up and turn your head gently left to right. You know what? I just want to make sure I have my volume turned up. Sometimes I turn it off at night. And I want to make sure you guys can hear me. So just turn your head gently left to right. And shoulder rolls, bringing your shoulders up towards your ears. And then arm circles, modify at shoulder height if you need to. No pain or discomfort in our class. And switch direction. Now swing your arms around your body, get some movement in your torso. And hip circles, 5 in each direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're going to do 10 hip hinges. All you're doing is moving your arms up as a counterbalance and pushing your hip back. You notice my knee is not moving at all. It bends back a little bit because I pushed my hip back. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And heel taps to the front, pressing your heels out. And then we're going to switch these to kickbacks. So bringing your heels towards your glutes, row in your arms. And then we're going to do skaters, just so one leg behind the other on a diagonal. And then we're going to do side steps, stepping out to the side. It's a little bit of a jack, nice, easy jack. And then we're going to take that and step to the front on a diagonal. And I want to do a little bit of hip mobility work. So holding on to your chair, just bring your knee up and just rotate your hip. We're not counting, we're just doing a few. And switch to the other side. And switch to the other direction. And now just march it out. And we're going to take our marches higher. So opposite hand to knee. We're getting a little coordination that we're going to need when we do our biceps later. And like a few other things. So holding on to the chair, we're going to do 5 calf raises. Just rolling up on your toes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I meant 5. I really did mean 5. You know, sometimes I'm in here by myself. I get carried away. So let's do our little cervical spine work. So standing nice and tall, your shoulders are square to the front. Just give yourself a double chin for a 10 count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And let's do our posture check. So standing nice and tall, feet about hip width apart, thumb line pulling you up, one hand behind your head, the other on your chin. Your chin is parallel. You're not pushing it up or down. You're going to push the front of your chin straight back into the hand on the back of your head, your ear over your shoulder, shoulder over your hip, hip over your knee, knee over your ankles, belly button pull towards your spine, slight hip tilt forward, and shoulder blades relaxed and pointed towards your back pocket. Okay, let's sit. And once again, even though we're sitting up nice and tall. We're not slumping in the chair. We're using everything. We're thinking about all that posture check we just went to. Same thing seated. So bring your feet up. We're going to point and flex for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And circle out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And the opposite direction for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So slide towards the front of the chair. You're nice and secure, nice wide feet, so you have a nice base of support. The wider your feet are, if you are on the subway, you notice that if you stand a little bit wider, even if you're holding on, it's more secure than standing like this and holding on. So you could push off the chair, use your arms up and down, cross your arms across the chest. This is hard, or straight out. I'm going to do straight out today. Find a focal point, keep your eyes on it, and stand and sit for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So stay standing. We're going to do push-ups, and we're going to do a slightly different squat today. You know, I've been working out for a long, long time, and squat is such an elemental exercise to me that it's something that I do, and I'm always perfecting it. And I've been perfecting it for the 30 plus years since I started doing a lot of resistance and weight training. But before we get to that, let's do our push-ups. So remember, you're in a plank position. You could imagine me on the floor doing a push-up or a plank. My arms are straight. You notice where my arms are. They're in line with my shoulders. They're not up here by my head. Unfortunately, I see this in my class, regardless of my instruction, that people are doing push-ups up here. They should be here. You can overcorrect a little bit and even bring it down towards your chest. So your belly button's pulled in, your hip is going to be tilt forward, just like I talk about in our posture. And you're going to keep that nice posture. And the only thing that's working are your elbows. You're going to bend your elbows. Your elbows are not up here. They're going to be around here. And you're going to look a little bit on a diagonal. Keep your head in line with your spine. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So what I'm going to do today is called a box squat. The first set that we're going to do it without weights. So we're using our chair. It's similar to a sit to stand, except if you want to start from a seated position, you can, because then you have a trust thing. So let me just do a couple for you. So you're going to start and then sit slightly. You're not sitting as you would with the sit to stand. You're just sitting slightly. You're just tapping the chair, okay? And let's do 10 of those. So same thing. Let's start seated. 1, 2, contract your glutes all the way up. 3, a little bit faster. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. By the way, I should have told you, if you feel like your chair is going to move out from under you, put it next to a wall. I've used these chairs for years, so I know that they're fairly stable. So hopefully that worked. If the second set, put it against the wall if you feel like your chair is moving as you sit. So let's do our second set of push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So for your second set of our box squats, that's what they're called, you could just practice a little bit more, or you could do it with weights. And it's just a goblet squat. I'm holding the weight at my chest. I'm going to start seated. There is a little truss issue, is the chair behind you. So start seated. Find that focal point. Keep your eyes on it. Same mechanics for this as all of our squats. As you stand, the weight is on your heel and you contract your glutes, okay? So that wasn't it yet. Let's start now. 1, contract your glutes. Keep your head up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And when you get a chance, if you could send me a note about this, if this works for you, that would be great. So we are going to do bent over rows, and our glutes are either a single leg deadlift or a modified squat. We'll go through that when we get to the hamstrings and glute portion. But our first portion, the first set will be a bent over row for our back. So you're going to bend at the knee, bend forward, And I want you to have your eyes on a diagonal in front of you so you're not doing that and keeping your chest up and keeping your, and then that helps you to keep your back neutral. So belly button pulled in, arms in front, bring your elbows up, squeeze, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I'm going to show you 2 options for our glutes and our hamstrings. We are used to doing single leg deadlift, where you just go over, trying to keep your hips square to the front. You don't want your hips rolled over. You're holding the weight. You could do this part way, or you could just bring your leg all the way back and contract your glutes. So standing on my left leg is a little problematic for me right now because my knee is acting up. So what I'm doing is a modified deadlift. So my feet aren't too wide. I'm staggering. You can see the difference between my left leg and my right leg. It's not a big stagger. I'm standing up straight. Both legs are straight. My outside leg, which is my right leg this time, is off. The heel is off the ground. And what I want you to do is push your hips straight back and go forward. And as you stand up, push through that front foot and that forefoot on the outside leg and contract your glutes. So just want to make sure when we do a squat, we go down. When we're doing this, we're pushing our hip straight out. We're not going down. So choose which one you want to do. And we're going to do 10 per side. 10, 9, 8, keep your head diagonally. 7, 6, are your eyes diagonal? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And switch over to the other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And our last set of bent over rows. So bend at the knee, bend at the hip, look diagonally so your head is not and your chest is not popped up. Your spine is neutral, your belly button's pulled in, bring your elbows up. 10, your elbows are close to your body. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And this normally nice and cool or sometimes too cold of a room is not cool today. So stagger your feet or single leg deadlift. Start off nice and tall. Hinge your hips or bring your leg back. Push through your feet and come all the way up. I see in my class sometimes people, this is where they come and then they go down again. I want you to come all the way up. 2, full range of motion. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And switch over to the other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's check in. Let's see how you guys are doing. Get some water. Let's see who are. I'm glad you're here, Thea. And I think Julian likes our new box spots. So anyway, we are moving on. We're going to do leg extensions, seated, and tandem stance and lateral raises. So I notice since my left knee is bothering me, when my left when my left leg is in the back, I'm more unstable. So I'm going to actually give myself a little room for more stability, but I'm still in just a single line. So I'm practicing I'll check in a little bit. I'm practicing my balance because I'm not standing with my feet side to side. So anyway, standing up nice and tall. I want your hands in front a little bit, not here. And we're just going to bring it up to shoulder height. That's 1 or 2 external rotations if you need to. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And seated leg lift. So sit it up. You're sitting towards the end of the chair, so most of your thigh is off. Your foot is really flexed. Shouldn't be hanging out here. The flexion in your foot, you should already feel the contraction in your quads, right above your knee especially. So sitting up tall, 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3. 4, 2, 3. 5, 2, 3. 6, 2, 3. 7, 2, 3. 8, 2, 3. 9, 2, 3. And 10, 2, 3. And the other side, flex your foot. 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to pull my knee brace down. 2, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3. 4, 2, 3. 5, 2, 3. 6, 2, 3. 7, 2, 3. 8, 2, 3. 9, 2, 3. And 10, 2, 3. And our second set of lateral raises, switch feet. So with my right leg in back, it's a much more secure stance for me. So I'm going to keep my feet heel toe, standing up nice and tall. And 10, 9, no higher than your shoulder. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's do the second set. So this time, flex your foot and just rotate out slightly. And 1, 2, 3. This is much harder. 2, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3. 4, 2, 3. 5, 2, 3. 623, 723, 823, 923, and 1023. And switch to the other side. Flex your foot, rotate out. 123, 223, 323, 423, 523, 623, 723, 823, 923, and 1023. And give your quads a little bit of a rub. And we are going to move on. We're going to do bicep curls and slow marching. So you could do a hammer curl where your palms are facing in. You could do a torque, so you torque up, you start in and torque up, or you could have both hands facing out. Opposite hand and knee. So this is a real good balance exercise as we work our biceps. And it's a little bit of a coordination to try to keep opposite hand and knee. It may seem easy, but I see in my class, in-person class, that it's difficult for some people. They start off and no matter, sometimes we'll take a break and say, catch up and try to fix this. And some people just don't get it. So it's really important. It's a good cognitive exercise. So I'm going to start with my right hand, left knee. So 1, 2, keep your elbows locked at your side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And also we're doing it very slow, trying to stay in the same place and not making a lot of noise, having a lot of control as we step down. So we're going to do 10 calf raises and heel rock. So holding on lightly to the chair, rolling up on your toes and rocking back on your heels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we're going to do our last set of slow marches, bicep curls. I'm going to start with my left arm, right knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, excuse me, 19, and 20. So, brought back an oldie but a goodie yesterday in my in-person class, and we're going to do it again today. And I had people in the class who were like, what are you doing? And I'm like, we've done this before. We're doing stepping over the sleeping dog. And it was crazy. There was a lot of, I'm going to keep this in for a while because people forget. And it's such an important exercise. But, I like to show you guys a lot of different things, so I switch in and out. So this is an exaggerated side and front lunge. You're going to bring your heart rate up a little bit. You're going to practice getting in and out of a bathtub. You're going to practice getting into a SUV, stepping over a puddle. If you feel that you need some stability, just hold on to the chair. But one of the things you have to try to do is get your leg up high in both directions, to the front and back. That's the important thing that we're trying to do, to get your legs up high that you can step into a bathtub, into a SUV. I've seen people have to hold on to the roof of an SUV and pull themselves in. And I think this is a fun exercise too. So anyway, hold on if you need to. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And on the other side, I should have known that was going to happen. Do the other side. Step to the side first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And tricep extension. So your elbows are going to stay close to your body the entire time. You're not going to be out here. And as we're doing this, your elbows are not swinging back and forth. They are stationary. Your elbow is a fulcrum that your lower arm moves around. So nice, tight hold, bent over row position, belly button pulled in, and extend all the way back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And sorry, I'm making a lot of noise. Last set of stepping over to sleeping dog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And my heart rate has gone up so much I can't breathe. Well, I am breathing, but I just need to take a quick break. So let's do our last set. 1, 2, 3. Who says we're not getting cardio in here? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And our last set of triceps. So bent at the knee, bent at the hip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And put your weights away. Let's take a quick break. This is a good time to just walk around a little bit. No sitting, bring our heart rate down before we do some other stuff. Great, you like the box squats. I'm glad. We're going to work on them. So something else new for you today. So we've been doing side leg lift for a smaller glute, or we are doing a clamshell. I'm going to do something a little different today. Did it yesterday in my class. I'm not quite sure if they liked it. They said it was hard. It is hard. So, but anytime I learn a new exercise from anyone, and I feel that it's beneficial, I steal it. I actually stole this. I'm in physical therapy for my knee, and I stole this from him. So this is working our glute muscles. You may not feel, you're going to feel it all the way along your leg, the side of your thighs up into your hip. And you're going to work your inner thighs too. So you get some hip mobility work in it, and it is really hard. So use your ball, and you actually are getting a little bit of core work in it. You're sitting up tall, you're keeping your belly button pulled in. So what you're doing, you're going to keep constant pressure on that ball, and you're going to bring one leg out and back. We're going to do 15 reps per side. We're only going to do one set. So I'm going to remind you to keep pressure on the ball because that's where the real work comes in. So sitting up tall, you could hold on to the back of the chair if you need to. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And you actually feel that in your entire thigh. Such a good exercise. I love it. I don't know about you, but I love it. So sit up tall, check your posture, bring your belly button pulled in, and let's do the other side. Pressure on that ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep that ball nice and tight. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And one of the reasons why I love it is I can't see you guys, unfortunately, but when I give instructions for a side leg lift in person or a clamshell, I think some folks think that there's a prize to do that or to do that. So when this is between your knees, you can't really lift too high. So you're really focusing on the muscle group that I want you to work. I think it's genius. You haven't seen me this exercise or about any exercise in a long time. So we're going to do a stand-in march. Another similar to our bicep curls, but what I'm doing is giving you a little bit of grip strength work. So you're going to hold on nice and tight to your weight to really work your hands. And we're going to bring our knee up to hip height. If you want to lean against or be close to a wall just to help with feeling of security, you can do that. Or you could do this seated nice and slow. So just like our bicep, you're staying in one place. And if you were in person with me, I don't know if you can hear this. I hear this in my class all the time. I want you to have a lot of control so there's actually no noise. We're only going to do this for 30 seconds. So it's not about the number of these that you do, it's about the control. So hold on, nice posture, belly button pulled in, shoulders are back and down, and let's start. And it's a core exercise. So pretty much everything we do is a core exercise in here. I am keeping my eyes on the clock. Maybe we'll do a little bit more than 30 seconds. Don't hold your breath. Nice breathing. Let's do it. We're at 30 seconds now. Let's do a little bit more. Let's go to 45. Hold on tight to your weights. Get your hands working. And that's it. So just roll your hands around. This is also good for your hands and your wrists. Let's finish up. Let's do upper back. So lean in all the way in. We're going to combine the front and the back. So we are only bending from our shoulder blades in either direction. So your head is not moving independently of your shoulders. So as you lean back, your head leans with you. And as you go forward, your head goes with you. And as you notice, I'm not going that far over. I'm just going from my shoulder blades, not my waist. So we're just going to do 10 of these. So lean back, belly button really nice and tight, and forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And one more. We're going to do a rotation. So arms up in a goal pose position, belly button pulled in. Now you're going to turn at your waist. You're not going to move your knees or your hips, just at the waist. We're going to rotate. Take your head with you. 2, belly button really pulled in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. I actually have one more. I sprang this on the class yesterday, and they said it was really hard. Core. So you're sitting at the end of the chair, and you're leaning back. So even though I'm leaning back here, I'm still neutral, keeping my head back a little bit, my belly button pulled in. Do this to the range of motion that's good for you. Holding on to the chair, and you're bringing your knees up. Okay? So if this is not good for you, you could even do one leg at a time if you want to just practice doing this. But if you feel comfortable doing both legs at a time, go ahead. So belly button pulled in, neutral spine, 1, little tap, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And those are hard. Send me a note if you like them or not. I don't know. So what we're going to do now, we're going to do tandem stance with the head rotation. Hold on one fingertip if you need to, a focal point on the left and on the right. Really good posture. Just 5 per side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And those are hard. Let's switch leg and start again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So for me to do a single leg stance on my left leg is pretty hard right now to stand here for a 10 count. So I'm going to do the kickstand. That's much better for me. If you could hold your leg up, I'm going to have a small bend at that knee in my left knee. The rest of me is nice and tall, belly button pulled in, using my arms. I have a focal point, and 1, 2, and this is hard. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And the other leg I'm going to bring up and see if I can do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's stretch. So towards the end of the chair, one leg out, your foot is really, really flexed so that you get a calf stretch in addition to your hamstring stretch. Pull your toes towards your face. A few deep breaths. Switch legs. And cross one leg over, pull gently on the outside of your leg to get a nice stretch. We did a lot of things today that work your quads, including that last core, bringing your knee up. Anytime you bring your leg up like that, the marches, the bicep curls, you're also working your quad. So we did a lot of quad work. So push gently on the inside of your knee and lean forward. And switch over to that other leg. Pull gently on the outside. And figure 4. And lower back. Leaning forward, keeping your back neutral. You're not rounding or arching. And moving over to one side. And over to the other side. And I'm going to do a standing hip stretch. You can do it seated if you want. So nice long stance, that back leg, tilt your hip up for a stretch in your hip down into your quads. And over on the other side. So, I'm not holding these stretches for a long time. Hopefully you know a lot of them by heart now and that you can do these throughout the day. If you're sitting a lot, that leaning forward back stretch is great. And hands on the seat of the chair, push your hips back for posterior stretch. And roll up, arms out to the side. Bring your arms behind you, stretching your chest and your shoulders and arm circles. And switch direction. And thank you guys so much for showing up today. And you're welcome, Julian. By the way, Julian has been coming to the Y and I see him in some classes. I'd love to see some of you. So come on in whenever you get a chance. Have a wonderful week and enjoy the fall weather. Take care.